Chair Nichols and board members, good afternoon. I'm Sean Edgar. I'm the director of Cleanfleets.net, and I have a few focused comments for you. First, pertaining to 24 years of my work history of working on Cal EPA regulated facilities, whether they be the federal labs administered by my alma mater, the University of California, or solid waste facilities or gasoline dispensing facilities. I've had the privilege of working on those facilities in environmental capacity over the last 24 years. And I'll echo some of the comments that CTA mentioned relative to moving cautiously. I'll just question on the metrics and the value of going down a path where we try to develop facility individual emissions caps. There are a few items in there relating to the who, how, when, and what we would be measuring if we were to look at facility emissions caps. Most facilities in California, I believe, have gone through CEQA and have already had impacts mitigated and whatnot. It's laudable that you've talked about near-term enforcement, and staff is to be credited for that, the proposal to increase near-term enforcement around key facilities. However, I would just question the metrics, and especially with the statewide truck and bus regulation, which I had the privilege of working with the board for the last 8 years in development and implementation. Now that is deploying the cleanest vehicles throughout California, I'm just not sure what we're going to measure and how we're going to measure it. So similar to the comments of ATA, just advising spending staff time wisely, and I'm not sure what the facility emission cap development will give us, but I'll look forward to your staff's next iteration to discuss more about the metrics. Moving on to the fleet side of the equation, and I've had the opportunity over the last 15 years to work on every internal combustion engine regulation that this board has done. And the theme, going back to my first testimony in front of you in 2000, industry really needs technology that works and a way to pay for it. And so if we have technology that works and a way to pay for it, Clean Fleets advises over 300 fleets, some of them publicly traded Fortune 500 companies, and those companies all rely on needing to serve their customer. So if the technology works and we have a mechanism to pay for what is much more costly technology, then absolutely there's a way to do that. So we share your executive officer's vision of trying to choose the best path and the levers to use in your terminology. The document notes near zero technologies, and I think the SoCal Gas struggled as we have over the issue of what is near zero. We have a couple things that I'll punctuate. Positives in the document: integrated approach to renewable natural gas. Fantastic. This is my third appearance in 5 months talking to you about renewable natural gas. So I'm encouraged the staff's looking toward integrated approach. And I would just wrap up by saying local projects and keeping true to the statutory requirements to use existing technologies on heavy duty trucks is going to be very important as we move forward. Thank you.